it's the first game, right? So you want to feel your opponent out. And when you first pick the bands out, that's your way of saying, look, I don't want to deal with this at all. I want to come out with the win right away, and I feel like these are the ones that are going to keep you from doing that. So it's going to say a lot about each player when we get to this phase.
Right, and it also shows their creativity too. It's like, how flexible can you be? When you're on the ladder, when you're playing ranked, you typically stick with, chose not to ban any monsters on that side. Interesting choice. Said that he's more than comfortable playing against what Hyojo's presenting. I really like that statement.
I just love it so much. I keep thinking back to the comment of, I'm the best. And it resonates with the idea of just go ahead and play whatever you want. I'm curious to see how this plays out. So it's a strong move. It's a power move.
And this is where we're going to see Harley's creativity come through. Like I was saying, it's so easy to stick with a deck and just go with it while you're on the ladder and not change what you're doing sometimes. Like sometimes you get caught in a rhythm and you don't want to mix it up too much. So now we get to see him think on his feet and see what he swaps in for his 4 and 7 slot on his team. He's running low on time here. Maybe he wasn't expecting those to be the units that were banned out.
Maybe this is a power move on his part. Maybe he's like, you know what, I'm going to wait to the very last minute, make you sweat it out.
I like the Wusa choice. Wusa being a super strong counter option, putting up shields and immunity so that way you can deny your opponent from putting debuffs or affecting your team. Let's see how this plays out. We're going into match 1 of set 1 of the Centuria World Showdown. Harley versus Hyojo. Here we go. We're getting started here. It looks like Molong v Molong in the front there. Who's the Mo longer in this one?
I like that. Who's the Mo longer?
And then we're going to find out who's the Mo longest. They're just chipping away some damage, and you'll notice they're letting their mana accumulate. Harley's sitting on a really powerful card, Wusa, but it's also a kind of expensive card in any other turn. Pops it out. Luckily, there wasn't a huge impact on the team, just attack break going out from that one.
I like that the opening gambit of, look, we both can do the proper amount of DPS. I just want to see what your mindset is right now. There's a good mindset.
That's what I love seeing. A Mo Long reckless assaulting another Mo Long. It feels so right. Neither player being in a deficit. Oh, Ganymede destroying the hand. That is such a powerful play. Harley now has to wait for his cards to be doled out to him so he can only work with what he's got right now. Love seeing Ganymede played.
It's fantastic when it works out in your favor and you get the chance in your favor, and obviously worked out this time, and now you've got to deal with all this. That's a lot of blue above the heads right there.
Yeah, it's a lot right there. And you'll see that Perna right now has Oblivion on, and that isn't something that we brought up at the top of the match. Tisarion applying Oblivion will stop passives from activating. So that means if Perna goes down right now, she's not going to be reviving. Oh!
Which is one of the strengths, right? You pick Perna because you want that comeback with 50% of your HP saying, all right, round 2, but there is no round 2. There's round 1, and that's it.
Hyojo with the surprise win against Harley, the current favorite in this tournament, bringing him up 1 against none. Oh, there he goes.
Not this time.
Yeah, and like you said, too, Harley's got a pretty good rank score behind him as well. I mean, we talked about the 63 wins before he lost 5 in the tournament, but his rank score is sitting at just over 6,000. So he's packing a pretty big number, the highest in the tournament so far. But again, don't let that sway your opinion. We just saw a 1-0 in the first game from Hyojo against Harley.
You can say that casually, but Rachel, can you remember how many wins that even we both had combined before we had our first 5 losses?
Ooh, wow. Actually, I mean, if you're starting at the beginning of the ladder, it's a little bit of a different question than, where these guys are probably playing and at the rules of their... I'd say we'd be out pretty quick. These guys, well, Harley stuck around for 63 games. That's definitely the upper limit.
So we're seeing Gibraltar and Ciara back again. I really do like the ban on the Tisarion because that was something that we highlighted during the game. Tisarion completely shut down that Perna. Perna was essentially useless as a damage soaker. Like, she just took the damage, died once, didn't get to contribute too much. So I think I really like that ban from Harley's side.
No, excellent choice. You want Perna to stay in the matchup, and we'll see if that happens this time around.
Here we go. We are in the game, and we're back with the Molong v Molong. One more time. Ganny getting a good number of cards out of Harley's hand.
Looking like more of the same, right? Look a little like we saw last matchup.
More the same. The start is going to be kind of consistent with what we saw before, though notably it looks like Hyoju's Molong is still taking quite a bit of... I think it's still going to neutralize here, yeah, because considering the Reckless Assault is going to go off, both Molongs are going to be down, and there's a little bit left for Konamiya. He's like, I wasn't even in that.
Konamiya just wondering what happened. Why me?
Both sides just trying to get a handful of mana to work with. You see, Harley's got the cards, but he doesn't have a whole lot of mana built up in the background. Trying to get something going here, but Hyojo actually has quite a bit of tempo. But those bombs, nice. Way to dispel them. He used Eleanor at the perfect time.
Is so smart because when that kind of stuff adds up, Gibraltar's in your back, you see the bombs going off, it's just one more thing to worry about, and now all you can see above the head are blues, no more red.
That's right, and that immunity really slowed down what Harley was trying to do. He's going to swoop in with Perna at the first chance he got, but it's been a while, and now Perna gonna revive from the ashes. That's what was supposed to happen in the first game.
You love to see it.
Yeah, you love to see it. If you're Harley, you hate not seeing any Eternal Flames on the enemy team. Ganny again, ultimate disruption. Poor is just sitting here waiting for something to build up in his hand, but he keeps being denied resources.
I like that right there. I mean, maybe you destroy my cards, but I'll just make sure that yours aren't in the right order.
I really like that approach. Big damage. Eleanor's down. There's 4 monsters here. Harley needs to get something going. There's still significant damage on Hyoju's team.
This could be big. That seems big too, though.
He needs to build a mana stack. No, my keen's not gonna get to go off. This is huge damage coming from Harley.
If this goes off, ooh.
For a second there, I thought that maybe Harley had a shot denying your opponent resources.
Now that's interesting that you say that's the one that seemed to be disrupting his playstyle the most, but maybe not necessarily the ban you want to make here. Why would you say that?
It's mostly a priority. It's all about his priorities because you see Harley here when he's trying to get rid of something, he only got rid of the Huadang. So it's like, or the Huadang rather, I'm still catching myself on that. The Huadarn. He's clearly not valuing the Ganymede, so maybe if I'm trying to step into Harley's shoes, I'm trying to think about what it is that he's most afraid of, but I can't see why it would be the Huadam over any of the other monsters on the table.
I'm just sitting here and I can hear my brain ticking away and the toast going crazy right there, and I'm thinking Ganymede the entire time through. That's where all the hit and damage came from, but maybe he does something that we don't.
We're going to have to see what's going on here because Harley might be losing his shot at a slice of that hot and fresh prize pool pie.
Here we go, guys. Concentration.
I know, they are so focused, and they should be. This is huge for Harley. Here we are again, the Molongs. Pistols at dawn, says the Molongs.
10 pesos, let's go.
Let's go. Meet me at the flagpole at 3 o'clock. Moving out, let's see if we have a repeat before. Verd, putting the Blood Ring out there is really more an investment for the team, so that way everybody can get a little bit of healing when attacking. Is that Molong is going to be able to confirm a kill. He just wants to get through it so Konamiya doesn't get slapped on the way out like last time.
I like the investments so far. Great plays. Oh, it's nap time already.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought I heard a lullaby starting to sing. Seeing the Hawthorne here, love the respect for it. I don't often encounter crowd control comps, and I like seeing that from Hyojo.
The pistols went off, and we're back to where we went the first 2 games.
Molongs went the way of the dodo. Oh no! A full sweep from Ganny! This is not what Harley wants to see! Oh. He's lost all of his cards. He wants to wait for the dots to go off and then he's going to transfer them back to everybody. But as you can see, he does have a cleanse in his hand. He's ready for it.
So smart. This is so next level. Thinking 4 or 5 steps ahead.
Yes, I think one of my favorite parts about Hyoju's comp is that not only is he running the pieces for his combo, he's also running the counters, so he won't let you try to do the same thing to him.
One thing I really do enjoy is that we went from nap time to snack time for Bird House, so.
Love watching Ganymede work. No one's quite as good as him. Eleanor trying to go off. Sleep comes out. That is such a shame. That is exactly what you don't want to see when you're trying to cleanse your team.
I'll tell you what I want to see. More of that. Absolutely more of that.
Definitely more Sophia. This game could use about 20 to 30% more Sophia action and defense break is what I'd like to see. Bird does have a huge potential, a huge comeback potential, because again, he's going to put Blood Ring on everybody. Whenever they deal damage to that opponent, they're going to start healing. He's using a lot of options right now. I think he's used all of his summoner spells now, Harley has.
I believe you're right. That is so good. Beautiful stun. Great recognition.
Here comes Bird. We're not going to be looking at quite a lot of damage on the Megan necessarily, just because of element disadvantage. Here comes Thrain. Thrain, notorious for how difficult he is to deal with when you're at this stage in the game. Those meteors hit random targets, but there's not a whole lot of targets to be random right now.
No!
Danny Thor proving to be super strong, even in Lost Centuria. They have quite the legacy in Sky Arena. Deceleration. This is looking like a lock. Hyojo can make this happen. He's going to freeze everybody.
No.
It looks like the writing might be on the wall.
That's just about all you can do right now.
Making a statement, saying he was afraid of the matchup before and proving that he can overcome his fears on the stage at the Lost Centuria World Showdown. He's making it work.
Thrain just saying over and over again, the bar is closed, put your drink away.
Ooh, this is going to shake up some predictions. This is definitely going to shake up some people's predictions from in-game.
Yeah, you had a bracket at home, that bracket is busted.
It might be busted. I really appreciate that he's sticking with it though, because again, Bird is definitely one of those units that can do something towards this part of the game, but he just got stunned. It is over.
And then there was one.
And then there was one. Harley looking intently at his device, knowing that this is it. Hyojo with the victory. Congratulations to Hyojo with the